Hey, what's going on everybody? It's your bro, hope you're doing well, and in this video we're going to discuss logical operators in JavaScript, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Okay, let's do this thing. Logical operators, they can be used to write more complex conditions. There are three we're going to discuss: and, or, as well as not, but let's begin with and. The and logical operator can check more than one condition. If both conditions are true, the entire statement or condition is true. Here's an example. Let's say we're going to write a program to check the temperature and display a custom message based on the temperature. So let's say we have a variable temperature, and I'll set this to 15 degrees Celsius. So this is how we can use the and logical operator. Let's begin by checking to see if the temperature is greater than 30. So remember that this is in Celsius, so that is fairly hot. So if our temperature is greater than 30, let's display a message. It's hot outside. Else, we'll display it's cold outside. It's cold outside. Currently our temperature is 15 degrees Celsius, which isn't too bad. I would say that's warm. So how can we check to see if our temperature falls within a certain range? Well, we can easily do so using the and logical operator. So let's add an else if statement. So we're going to write two separate conditions within our set of parentheses. We're going to check to see if our temperature is greater than, let's say, 0. And is our temperature less than or equal to 30. So if at least both of these conditions is true, then this entire statement, this entire condition will be true. If one of these is false, well then the entire thing is false. So if our temperature falls within the certain range between 29 and 1, well 30 and 1 technically, then we will display the message, it is warm outside. Console.log, it is warm outside. Okay, so now our temperature is 15 degrees Celsius. It is warm outside. Our temperature is above 0, and our temperature is less than or equal to 30. So if this was, let's say, 35, well then this first statement is going to be true. If our temperature is less than 0, like -10, well then even though this part of our condition is true, this part is false. And using the and logical operator, both conditions must be true in order for us to execute this code. So that's kind of how the and logical operator works. Both conditions must be true in order for this entire statement to be true. So let's move on to the or logical operator next. Up next, we have the or logical operator. This will check to see if at least one of two conditions is true. So let's write a program to check to see if it's light outside or dark outside based on the hour. This will be in military time, var hour, and I will set this equal to 20. So that is about 8 p.m. then, and this is in military time. So let's check to see if hour is less than 6 in the morning, so it should be before sunrise then. Hour is less than 6, or hour is greater than or equal to 20. So 20 is about 8 p.m. So if at least one of these conditions is true, we will execute this block of code. Let's display a message, console.log, it's dark outside. Else, console.log, it's light outside. Okay, currently our time is 20. Therefore, it's dark outside. If our time was, let's say 8 in the morning, well then it's light outside. So neither of these conditions is true. Hour is not less than 6, and hour is not greater than or equal to 20. Therefore, since no condition is true, this entire statement is false then, and we execute this else statement. Now, if hour was 5, as in 5 in the morning, well, it's dark outside. Using the or logical operator, if at least one of these conditions is true, then we will execute this block of code. And lastly, we have the not logical operator. This will reverse the boolean value based on what a condition evaluates to. So here's a completely different example. Let's say we are going to accept some user input. var my name, and we will ask a user to type in their name. Window.prompt, enter your name. So what if somebody just clicks OK? This will assign an empty string to the variable my name, and we can check that if my name is equal to a set of quotes. That is an empty string. Then we'll display a message, console.log, you did not enter your name. Let's test it. Enter your name. I'm going to press OK without entering a name in. You did not enter your name. So how can we check to see if my name is not an empty string? Well, one, we can use the not comparison operator, which is an exclamation point, then equals, or the not logical operator. So if we take that route, it would be, we'll surround our condition with a set of parentheses, and then precede this first set of parentheses with an exclamation point. Whatever this condition evaluates to, we're going to reverse the Boolean value. If this condition evaluates to be true, then by preceding this condition with the not logical operator, we're going to flip it to its opposite, which would be false. If it's originally false, we'll flip it to be true then. So by using the not logical operator in this scenario, we're checking to see if somebody's name is not an empty string. So let's write a more appropriate message. Let's say console.log hello my name. Then we'll write an else statement. Else console.log you did not enter your name. So let's try it. Enter your name. I'm just going to press OK without typing in anything. You did not enter your name. But if I were to type in a name this time, this will display my message, hello, whatever your name is. So that is the not logical operator. It will reverse the Boolean value of a condition, and you can use it to check things like, is something not true? So that's one use for it. Alright everybody, so in conclusion, logical operators are used to write more complex conditions. There's and, or, and not. And we'll check to see if both conditions are true if you have two or more. Or we'll check to see if at least one condition is true, and the not logical operator will reverse the Boolean value of that condition based on what it evaluates to. So if you would like a copy of all this code, I will post this to the comments section down below. But yeah, those are logical operators in JavaScript.